now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. What's up, nasties? How you doing? Welcome to EST Afternoons on Edmonton Sports Talk. Brought to you by Play Alberta. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach Kubish in the house. He returns after a day off. Gage, I'm really digging that coat.
Are you?
It's dope.
You like this?
It's like a mafia member.
What?
Yeah, you know they always wear the leather, like Donnie Brasco. No.
You know where I bought this jacket?
Where?
I bought it with a, I guess you'd say my best friend when I played with the Oilers last time around. Dan Cleary. We went into the store. He bought the exact same one.
Really?
Yeah, we bought matching jackets.
You think he still has this?
Probably not.
No. I was gonna say Greg DeVries.
Oh yeah, Devo was he was my first go around. Like we were roommates
Yeah.
in the minors and stuff. So I haven't talked to him in a long time.
No.
No.
Should get him on the show.
Should try.
Did he win a cup?
Yep.
With Colorado?
Yep.
He was a good player, man.
He was unreal player, man. I remember the first time I realized that he's not going to be in the minors that long. And I wasn't playing that game. I think I said this. And we were on the bench and Murray Stevens, our trainer, was there. I think he was actually smoking on the bench during the game. And Devo came up he's the left-hand shot, so he came up the right side and sent a cross-ice backhand sauce pass through the middle, through a few guys, and hit Ralph Intranuvo for a breakaway. And it was like, oh. And Murray goes, he's not going to be here that long. And I think it was the next year he got called up, and then that was it.
What was Ralph Intranuvo's nickname? Ralphie?
Topojijo.
Topojijo.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, Topollillo is, because that's Spanish too.
Yeah.
That's
little Mexican mouse.
Well, yeah, Topollillo. Yeah. That's amazing. The things we learn on this show. Gager looks like someone stole his car and messed up his dog and is about to get his revenge.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I'll be spending the night at the Continental.
Is that John Wick?
Hey! All right.
Interesting. Hey, slam that thumbs up. Hit us up on the River Korean box. It is not working 100% just yet. We're hoping it does, but 780-218-9999. Slam that thumbs up, guys. Come on.
It's good because actually, just little peek behind the curtain here. It's good to see that your movie game is on point because the red light district is a little special today.
So yesterday, I made a quick pit stop to the bookstore and The Outsiders. What? I was gonna.
A couple guys outside with leather jackets on.
The book.
Really? Did you buy it?
No, it's not a lot. Like it's an easy read, right? Mm-hmm. It's very small, not a lot of pages.
Yeah. It
was cool. Hey man, lots to get to, of course.
Thank God. I thought you were gonna go into The Outsiders again.
Did you see Stoff's picture last night that broke the internet, man?
No, you just showed it to me. Very impressive. Very impressive. Looked like he was in the garage wailing on the pecs for a while.
It was deleted.
Why was it deleted?
What was your theory? Someone took his phone and posted it behind his back, embarrassed him, or Stoff just posted it and then kind of said, "What am I doing?" And it broke.
If it's real,
yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff you can do with AI. But if that's real, I don't know why Stoff wouldn't leave it up.
It looked real.
I know. It did look real. It looked like he was kind of flexing too.
It's like you just read the comments, you would have laughed.
Yeah. They're great.
Oh, man.
Stoff, give us what we need.
No shirt.
Yeah. Tarps off.
Some people are saying that picture is going to turn the Oilers season around.
It's going to turn something around.
Hey, fun show today. Scott Burnside from Burnside On Hockey. We're going to go around the NHL. Lots to get to with Scott. He joins us in about 12 minutes' time. We have the Red Light District. We have Tim Hauraney tee up the Brazilian GP. He's always great. So see if Lando can hold on under the pressure. What the hell's going on with Oscar Piastri? Max won there last year. And he's creeping up on these two McLaren guys. But lots to get to, Joaquin. Oilers 2 days off after blowing 2-goal leads just doesn't sit well with me.
No.
But it is what it is. I mean, sure. Reward them for giving up and losing 2 games in a row. Sure. I don't get it. You guys broke it. Jordan Kyrou looks to be heading for a healthy scratch. 3 years straight, 30-goal score. That's what accountability looks like, fellas.
Yeah. Are you going to pick him to score tonight?
I mean, Boldies do.
Okay.
Interesting. I mean, that's what you want to see here in Edmonton. Is it realistic with a guy like Evan Bouchard? Probably not. But we will get to it here quickly. Ovi hits 900. Okay, pretty cool moment.
Awesome.
Jordan Binnington tries to steal the puck. And he's having fun with it, guys.
Yeah, come
like
on.
he's not really wanting to steal the puck.
Part of me thinks he should keep it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Hey, you scored on me. You're 900.
scored. I mean, it's 900. I can put that up in my my case. Like, I don't know. That's the goal that I allowed. I mean, thinking back on it, if I could get that puck back, that was I allowed 2 goals in 4 seconds. That was I'd have that puck.
First player to reach 900 goals. Outstanding.
Outstanding.
Okay.
See the goal too.
Yeah.
Like no one on the Oilers would shoot that.
God, no. Did you see Elias Pettersson on a breakaway yesterday? And,
No, I didn't.
And tried to do a drop pass? He went full McDavid.
Did he?
Yeah. Outstanding stuff. Okay, so let's have some fun with this Binnington Ovi. Congrats to Ovi, greatest goal scorer of all time in the NHL. Just absolute pleasure. Yeah, thank you for that. If you guys, and we want our nasties to chime in, River Korean Box 780-218-9999 or the nasty chat. And I'm going to ask Joaquin Coob here. If you could steal, a la Jordan Binnington, one piece of sports memorabilia, what would that be?
Well, we talked about it earlier, and I said something, and you even improved on it, but it would have to be Michael Jordan's shoes from the first championship.
The first Jordans.
The first Jordans. That's
a good one.
That would be the one.
That's what you would want.
Yeah.
Put him in a case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Coob, what do you got?
Honestly, there's a few that come to mind, but I think Wayne Gretzky's final skates that he wore when he skated in his last game with the New York Rangers in '99, to have his pair of skates, or looking in the MMA world, Habib Nurmagomedov. You know, he wears his fuzzy hat all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe take that as a memento. It's called a Papaka.
Okay.
Papakha. I don't know if I butchered that, but that would be a pretty cool piece of memorabilia. Or maybe some like GSP's gloves when he set them down in the
How about his
center
karate suit he wore?
Yeah,
His gi?
yeah, that would be
his
unreal.
headband.
Yeah.
His headband.
Yeah, something like that would be phenomenal.
There's so many things. Like, what about Tiger Woods' club to win the Masters the first time? No?
Not a big Tiger Woods guy though.
Okay. That's fair, though.
Yeah.
Anything in tennis?
Ooh.
Like a racket or a headband?
I mean, if you could get Federer's racket after, what was it, 21 Grand Slams victories? Like that. Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, Federer's headband?
How about Lewis Hamilton's F1 car for the 7th championship?
How about his driving suit?
I'd go with the car.
How are you going to steal it?
Well, there's people that buy them. Like they buy and put them like on their walls in their house. A little bit bigger home than I have. But you imagine having like Lewis's F1 car.
I can't get it started. Oh man, there's so many good ones. I'm gonna maybe the soccer world, like Maradona's game when they beat England and he had the hand of God. How about his cleats?
Yeah, the cleats. Yeah.
The ball, the touch was touched by the hand of God.
God. Yeah. Good thing they didn't have instant replay back then.
VAR.
Yeah. What other ones? Does anyone have some good ones out there?
Big U with a good one. The ball Randy Johnson threw.
I'm assuming to kill the bird. How about the bird? Or there was nothing left of that thing. Was there?
The bird?
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the sports
Just like to get a good taxidermist and have it. And no, like, but have it frozen in the case, like with the feathers flying.
Yeah.
In a box.
There's probably a lot of cool memorabilia for wrestlers.
Oh, yeah, like Macho Man's glasses.
How about Bret the Hitman's glasses?
Oh, yeah, those ones.
How about the few robes? Right there.
Or shoulder pads for the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah. Folkser shirt.
I had one of those.
How about Scott Hall's toothpick?
Oh, gross.
That'd be.
I don't think he used the same one, did he? We threw that out every time.
It was always the same one. YouTube Travel, of course, has come in with some dirty stuff. Never fails.
Jeez.
Yeah. Never fails.
You know, he knew he was a sniffer.
Keep those coming in. If you could steal one piece of sports memorabilia, what would it be? What's it?
All these gloves versus Liston, that would be cool. Yeah. That would be neat. Still my favorite sports documentary. By far.
Did you say Ali's gloves?
All these gloves.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be cool.
Anything hockey-wise?
See, I wish I probably would have kept more stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I got some jerseys, I got some helmets, but I'm not like a lot of guys. Like, I look in their you know who has a really cool room? Over the summer, where I do the MAC-T Invitational Tournament for U9s, and went over to MAC-T's place afterwards, and I went. We had to go downstairs for something, and just to show, and all his stuff, just Stanley Cup replicas, and the pictures that he, and they're kind of it's not like shrined out. It's just kind of a room with certain things in it. And me and Sean, his son, and Dave. Sean was taking us through it, all the stuff, and Dave Cooper and I were just looking at all these things. It's amazing. Like what a career with all the accolades and the people. Like he had a picture with something like it was the amount of penalty minutes in it, and it was a picture of like McSorley and McClellan and Semenko, and it had the little thing and how many minutes combined with all of them. Like just really cool little things like that he put touches on. It's awesome.
That's great.
Yeah,
I got to check that out. Hopefully he invites me one day. Max Pazuzu says, I want the torn Artest jersey from Malice at the Palace. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I would steal, sports-wise.
I mean, even, you know, what'd be cool is like, because those two were big right before the Jordans, but because Bird and Magic both wore Converse, right?
Yeah.
But one was purple, one was green. Just to have both their Converses.
What would you steal from the Hockey Hall?
What would I steal?
Yeah. They're like a goalie mask, like the old school ones you'd want, like the Gary Cheevers. Or
I'd probably want the Stanley Cup. To
steal the Stanley Cup.
Why not?
Jacques Plante.
Is that the one with
First
the
mask
sketches?
ever.
I got my own masks.
Yeah,
that's in the Hockey Hall of Fame somewhere, though.
Oh, great.
You'd have to go on a mission.
A great one by Big U. I want OJ's Bronco.
Holyfield's ear? Sure.
Oh, the Big Unit's Bird Ball. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, the Ford White Bronco. Didn't he have two of those too, though?
Be interesting. Anything CFL wise I would want to steal? Elks. Eskimos. Probably just an old school helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be. I probably should have got one of my cousin's jerseys back in the day, but I was young. But
Oh, yeah.
Swervin' Mervin.
Or he played for BC.
Yeah.
And?
That was it.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought he played in Hamilton.
No.
Okay.
Or maybe he went, because he went to the Raiders after that, right? And played there for a while.
Okay.
Maybe he came back. I'm not sure.
He was really good then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spency 5 cents. He's, one of Sather's chewed cigars.
Gross.
That's a really good one, actually. Reed had a really good one. Kelly Rudy's headband.
Oh, that's cool.
The blue one. Yeah.
I remember the first time I met Kelly Rudy. He didn't say hi to me, but he, back then, LA played the Pittsburgh Penguins an exhibition game in Portland.
Yeah.
And I went back because I had played in Kamloops for a bit the year prior, and I knew Daryl Sador. So I went to the door, and McSorley came out.
Yeah.
And I go, is Daryl Sador in there? And McSorley kind of big leagued me and said, yeah, he just played hockey. Where do you think he is? And then walked away. But then I went around the corner, and there was Kelly Rudy with his headband on, and no shirt, and just his lower gear on. But there was all these little cups of water, and he was obviously dehydrated from playing. It was just, I probably looked like a maniac because I just stood there looking at him because I was in awe of, and he probably thought I was a weirdo.
He's probably one of the coolest goalies for me growing up. The headband, the helmet,
the style,
the small pads.
Yeah.
He was really, really cool. Hey, no Oilers. They got 2 days off. Yeah. So we have nothing to report today regarding the Oilers. If there is some news of waivers or whatever, we will let you know, but they will be back on the ice tomorrow, we assume. Hopefully, does Hyman return for Saturday? That's the big question. We will get to Trent Frederic's first 15 games, the Trent Frederic experience so far. It's early, but it hasn't been a good one for the Oilers. 8-year man there, Trent Frederic. We're going to talk about Macklin Celebrini being tied for first in the league in points with Connor McDavid. This kid is absolutely on fire, and he's the real deal. I think everybody here called it. You guys said he'd be better than Bedard.
Oh, I said that last year.
Yeah, but Bedard played really good last night in Vancouver. He was all over it for that team. So he scored the empty netter. Benny hit on the screw it, let's do it parlay. Of course, the only one that didn't hit.
Screw it or lose it?
Or lose it. That's pretty much.
And lose it is what we're doing so far.
Oh, man. Of course, we got Thursday Night Football. Go hang out with Eric at Selly's Bar and Lounge there at the Fort Road Casino. The Raiders taking on the Broncos. The only people watching this game are Broncos fans. Not even Raider fans are watching this one. It's an absolute stinker. Bronco Knicks probably all over this game, though. But up next, Scott Burnside from Burnside on Hockey joins us. We'll go around the NHL as it's a quiet day here in Edmonton regarding the hockey club. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out some shows this month. November 14th, Desire. It's the International YouTube Tribute. And the following day, you can check out April Wine. All you have to do for tickets is hit up the River Cree Resort box office or go to rivercreeresort.com. Scott Burnside on the other side of the break here on EST Afternoons.
9 games in the NHL today. Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin matchup when the Penguins and Capitals face off at 5:30 elsewhere. Vegas plays host to Tampa Bay while the Kings and Panthers duke it out. Elsewhere, the PWHL has announced the names of both Seattle's and Vancouver's franchise. The Seattle Torrent and the Vancouver Golden Knights will round out the league for a total of 8 teams. Season 3 starts on the 21st. For the Jays manager, John Schneider is returning for next season. The club exercising his 2026 option. General manager Ross Atkins adding that there's, quote, the potential of that being longer. Thursday Night Football, it's an AFC matchup, right? Raiders and Broncos going toe-to-toe. Las Vegas sits last in the division at 2-6. Losing their last 2 games, while the Broncos are on a 6-game heater, first in the division at 7-2. Join Lieutenant Eric at Sally Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for 6:15 kickoff. 1 game in the NBA, it's the Clippers and Suns hitting the court at 7 o'clock. Scott Burnside checks in on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Bruce Boudreau, former NHL head coach.
They're talking on the bench, okay, we got to lead tonight. We're not going to blow this one. And the more they talk about it, the more their sticks tighten. And once that first goal goes in, you can hear the, uh-oh, here we go again. To me, the attitude being, we've got a 2-goal lead, let's make it 3. The players are too good in the NHL. If you play too much time in your zone, you're going to get scored on.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Summer was packed with memories.
Let me get a picture.
Your garage doesn't have to be.
Wow, look at all this space.
Store your gear with Sentinel Storage and enjoy extra space all year. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Get ready for a feast like no other. 40-ounce steak night is back this November at the Canadian Brewhouse. Sink your teeth into a hand-cut 40-ounce ribeye with all the fixins for just $49.99. Tickets available now in store or at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
We're back here on EST Afternoons, coming to you live from the William Huff Studios here in the west side of the city. Snow expected today, tomorrow, most of the weekend, so prepare yourselves for that. It's EST Afternoons. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, producer Zach Kubish in the house. Oilers off yesterday, off today, so we're going to go around the NHL with Scott Burnside from Burnside On Hockey. Scott, how you doing today?
Zero complaints. A treat to join you guys. I enjoyed your talk going into the break about what would you take, Hall of Fame stuff, memorabilia. I must admit I don't have a lot of stuff. I've got some old press passes in case somebody's interested in those, but I don't have a lot of stuff.
Is there anything that you kind of nostalgic collect, Scott? Is there anything sports or rock music related?
No, and I wish I used to have all the albums, like everyone of a certain age, and gave those away years and years ago. I sort of wish I had them because as vinyl sort of come back into style, but I don't really have much of. I do have a keen memory though for lots of different things, mostly different bars and stuff I've been in over the years. I have a keen memory that I keep with me, but as for actual stuff, I don't have much. I was thinking about though. I watched last night is Alex Ovechkin notched number 900 rather night, and finally got the puck back from Jordan Binnington, which is kind of a cool moment. But I think I have the score sheet somewhere from the night he scored his 500th goal against the Ottawa Senators. I was at ESPN at the time and had been traveling Ovechkin around for a little while, and happened to be in Washington when he scored the 500th goal against Ottawa. So I have that game sheet somewhere. So that's something.
That's cool.
If you see us in your neighborhood, Scott, just hide that because we're trying to collect here. Scott, let's stick there with Alexander Ovechkin, first player in NHL history to hit 900 goals. He's going to be remembered as the best goal scorer of all time. At 40 years old, though, Scott, what do you see kind of the near future for him? Like, is this his last year? Do you think he's got 2-3 more years? Where do you stand here on the great Alexander Ovechkin?
Yeah, it's a really good question. And again, what do you, if you're Ovechkin, what do you have left to prove? And I think you asked the same thing about, a guy like Sidney Crosby, who has, a couple of years left on his deal. And I know that, a lot of people have talked to him about, do you stay in Pittsburgh? What do you, how do you finish out your career? And, for me, Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin, I spent a lot of time around both those guys for a long time, was at almost all of their regular season games, certainly covered all of their playoff meetings together. There certainly isn't anything left to prove for either of those guys in terms of legacy. It's all set, right? So it's a question of, well, what do you want your life to look like? What do you Ovechkin has a young family. Does he want to keep playing so his kids will see, more and more of him and have more of those kinds of memories? I think the Capitals are such an interesting team now because, and I don't think you can say enough about the work that Spencer Carberry has done in the 2 years and a bit that he's been behind the Washington bench. When he took over as the head coach, I don't think anyone really expected them to be anything but, plodding along until Ovi broke Wayne Gretzky's record. And then, what would happen after that? And they seem to be in a bit of a holding pattern. And yet, of course, they go to the playoffs 2 years ago and they were no match for the New York Rangers, over very, very quickly. But, got better and better last year, won the division. They beat Montreal in the first round. And I just think Spencer Carberry has done such a nice job. And the management team in Washington has done an amazing job without having high picks. It's a team that generally goes to the playoffs. And, again, you don't have a lot of draft collateral that they have a lot of good young players. They play a disciplined game. They're a playoff team as far as I can tell. They have excellent goaltending. And it was interesting to watch and to hear the guys on the American broadcast last night, on the national broadcast, talk about Tom Wilson. As this is kind of Tom Wilson's team now, right? I mean, Nicholas Backstrom is gone. And to your point about Alex Ovechkin, he doesn't dominate like he did, right? He's 40 years old, right? He's done that. So the team's really different, and it has evolved in a way that hasn't detracted from Alex Ovechkin, and it hasn't stopped, how important he is and what he brings to the table every night. But they don't need him to have 50 or 55 goals to achieve what they want to do. I don't think they can win a Stanley Cup. I don't think they're that kind of team. But boy, they're a lot better team than I thought they were going to be at this stage of Alex Ovechkin's career and the evolution of this team. Than I thought they would be. I thought they would have to really crater out at some point, and it doesn't look like that. And I think a lot of the credit has to go obviously to management, hockey ops, and bringing in players. But Spencer Carberry is the real deal behind the bench.
Scott, talking about the old guard, the great olds that are aging, but let's look to the new guys, and we find that Macklin Celebrini is tied with Connor McDavid for the league in points. I was fortunate enough to get to a Sharks game last season to watch him play, and I was amazed by his ability to recognize the situation on the defensive side, kind of going up against Connor and Leon. And at times he was actually pushing back when Leon was giving him the gears a little bit. He's not afraid to go up against the best. Are we seeing can you see Macklin Celebrini becoming a little bit sooner than most people, I think, predicted as one of the top point producers in the league?
Yeah. It's such a great question. And like a lot of people, I'm so fascinated to see how the Olympic roster process is going to go down, especially for Canada and the U.S., because they are obviously the two deepest hockey nations in the world, and there are so many choices for their respective management teams. And going back to Spencer Carberry and the work that he's done behind the Washington bench, and Ryan Warsofsky, again, a guy that people probably don't know a lot about, the youngest coach in the NHL. And this Sharks team didn't get off to a great start. I think they were winless in 6, had one win in their first 8. But they are slowly getting better and better. And they're coming off a beatdown of Seattle that I think, if my memory serves correct, when they started last night, they were actually technically in first place in the Pacific Division. And Sharks 6-1 beatdown. And Celebrini has evolved so quickly into that go-to player. And I think your point's an excellent one. This is not just a point, it's not a collection of points. He is, and I think, learning very quickly both sides of the puck. I was thinking about Will Smith, his sort of partner in crime. I think Will Smith is less likely to make that U.S. team than Macklin Celebrini is to make the Canadian team. But there are the young players in San Jose are learning very quickly how to play meaningful hockey. And that doesn't just mean collecting points. It means, eking out wins and doing all the things that they haven't done for the last 2 or 3 years. And so I am fascinated to see, where is he on that Canadian Olympic radar? I think playing in the World Championships in the spring, playing with Sidney Crosby, maybe developing the beginnings of relationships with some of those, Canadian players who maybe on the Olympic team, maybe that helps him or not. I would have to put him ahead of Connor Bedard in terms of not just, and maybe it's unfair to compare the two different situations. And, Chicago is also getting better and better, which is, they should, right? They couldn't have gotten any worse. But I wonder if the Sharks are going to have an accelerated process in climbing up out of the basement, and maybe more quickly than Chicago did, just given the way that team is structured, and maybe just how good Celebrini is in terms of the leadership. I don't know if he can make that Olympic team. I don't know if there's a spot for him. And I don't know what the mindset will be, given that we're in an international calendar now that guarantees best on best hockey every 2 years. So is there value in having someone like Macklin Celebrini? And I think there's an equal conversation to be had about Matthew Schaefer from the New York Islanders on the blue line. Is there value in having them in Milan, knowing that there's going to be a World Cup of hockey in 2 years? And how do you begin to pass the torch when guys like Drew Doughty and Sidney Crosby and Brad Marchand are not going to be around, maybe in 2 years, but certainly almost positively in 4 years when they go back to the Olympics again. So I think it's really fascinating, but your point's an excellent one, really. And the Sharks fans deserve this, right? And for years and years, one of the model franchises in the NHL, never quite got to the end of the road with the Stanley Cup win. But boy, for years and years, you could always count on them in being in a West Final and all those things. And it's been some fallow years. And now I think there is realistic reason for optimism there.
Scott Burnside from Burnside On Hockey joining us here on EST Afternoons. Two teams off to impressive starts, and I think we have to say we're a little surprised. Pittsburgh Penguins, Anaheim Ducks, both teams at the top of their divisions there. What do you make of these two teams' hot starts, and can they keep this up, Scott?
Yeah, well, and again, sort of on the coaching theme, it's interesting. I got a chance to chat with Dan Muse in the summer at the NHL Coaches Association annual gathering in Toronto, and a guy like some of the other coaches we just talked about, it doesn't come from the traditional background, right? Dan Muse played at a collegiate level, at a lower end collegiate, and don't mean to disparage his collegiate play, but his playing career was not what Joel Quenneville's playing career was like, or, go around the NHL to a lot of the, Martin St. Louis, whose team in Montreal is also a, incredible story. So Dan Muse is a different kind of guy, different kind of coach, and especially after having Mike Sullivan there for so long, back-to-back Stanley Cup wins in 16 and 17. And so I don't think you can understate how important Dan Muse bringing in different viewpoint, different message behind the bench. And this isn't a slight on Mike Sullivan. Maybe it's just time. It was time for another voice and another presence there. And Dan Muse has done a nice job. The player that I'm so amazed at, look at Evgeny Malkin. I looked the other day; he was top 3 or 4 or whatever the number is, right at the top. And there's a guy that you wondered. He's in the final year of his current deal. Could Kyle Dubas move him? Will he retire? What's his plan? But he really seems to be engaged in a way that has turned back the clock. Now, Tristan Jarry's out for a long period of time. Artur Silovs is going to have to carry the ball, and so we'll find out a little bit more about this Penguins team. But what a really nice start for a team that has had some really hard times. And I really think you had to question, well, what is the plan in Pittsburgh over the last 3 or 4 years? Okay, well, what are you doing? How do you get better? How does Sidney Crosby factor into this, given what he wants to do? And I have no indication that he wants anything other than to finish his career in Pittsburgh as a Penguin. But how do you make life as good as you can for the greatest player, maybe the greatest sports figure ever in Pittsburgh? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It's been a great start for this team. We'll see if they can hang around the East. I think when I looked earlier this week, there was a separation of 1 point between 16 and 6 or something like that. So a lot of time to go but good on the Penguins to build that confidence early on.
Scott, we were having a discussion earlier. I want to get your take on it. Is there such thing as a Stanley Cup hangover? I mean, we've seen the Edmonton Oilers go twice, the Florida Panthers, although they're missing some key players. Oilers, you could say, are missing key players too. But in your mind, are both these teams a little bit of a one-man wolf pack kind of scenario the next day?
Yeah, it's such an interesting question, because the obvious answer is yes. When you play that much hockey and you go that far, and even if, in the Edmonton's case, when you lose in back-to-back final, what is it? Does it take even more out of you than if you're the Panthers and you go back-to-back and win both? But, the fact that we've had, when you go back to Tampa, went to 3 straight final, they win back-to-back cups, Florida's been to 3 straight final. Maybe that's just an excuse. Maybe that's just a rationalizing. If you have a deep playoff run and you falter the next year, that's how you rationalize it, because I don't know that it really exists, given what we've seen from Edmonton, Florida, Tampa, all within the last 10 years or so. So, but I guess what it reinforces to me is you have to have all the pieces, and you have to have good ownership. You have to have great management. You have your hockey ops people have to be absolutely on top of their game. Like, I can think of Florida in the last 2 trade deadlines where they make moves. You think, geez, is that really going to work out? And I'm a huge Seth Jones fan and have known Seth for a long, long time. And you think, well, I don't know, how does that really help the Panthers go back to back? Well, of course, he was a critical piece to it. So you have to have all those pieces. Obviously, you have to have really, really good coaching who can, read the room and what's happening at any given time. So, and the Panthers, you mentioned it, the injuries are really incredible. They can't win away from home, which is, and the Oilers, I don't know. I read the locals, and when does it get late? Is it late now? And I don't think it is at all. But it's disturbing to watch this team play, at such a pedestrian level and make critical mistakes over and over again that cost them points. And I don't think it hurts them, and I don't think they care. Just as Florida simply does not care where they finish up. Wildcard team, second wildcard team. 3 years ago, they get in because Pittsburgh loses to Chicago and Columbus in the last week of the regular season. Yeah. Those teams don't care because they're too good to worry about stuff like placings. But, the famous line, you are what your record says you are. So, at some point it'll get better in Edmonton. I have no doubt. I have no doubt they're going to be a playoff team, and until there is real doubt.
Great stuff, Scott. Just let our viewers and listeners know where they can find your work.
Yeah, Burnside On Hockey. You can find that. It's a newsletter. It comes out whenever I feel like it. A couple times a week. And I find myself doing stuff for different masters, different kinds of content. So, yeah. But I'm always happy to come and join you guys.
Great stuff, Thanks, Scott. Thank you for taking the time. Enjoy the 9 games tonight. I'm sure we'll chat again.
Anytime.
All right, that's gone Burnside from Burnside on Hockey, and he was brought to you by Old Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. YouTube Trev says Bedard will be better than Celebrini. Just wanted to throw that in there.
When he goes home, I think he drinks a lot and starts partaking in cannabis.
Yeah, there's something not right there. All right, on the other side of the break, we still got Trent Frederic discussing. We got Tim Hauraney to talk about the Brazilian Grand Prix and F1 and anything you want to talk about. We got some Blue Jays news as well. Of course, Thursday night football as well. If you can steal one piece of sports memorabilia, what would it be? Let us know. It looks like the River Cree inbox is working because the Teef is in there. And we just got a message. So, or the nasty chat. Slam that thumbs up. Let's try to get to 100. Please, please. But on the other side of the break, it's the Red Light District with Joaquin Gage.
On the ice, the Ducks and Stars face off. The Flyers and Predators duke it out. Well, the Hurricanes Wild dropped the puck, having 9 total games around the NHL. Staying in hockey, the 2 newest franchises of the PWHL have unveiled their name and logo. The Vancouver Golden Knights and the Seattle Torrent will play their inaugural season this year with the league, starting Season 3 on November 21st. Thursday night football, the Raiders and Broncos battle at 6:15. Denver rolling hot, winning their last 6 games, leading the AFC West, while Las Vegas sits at the bottom of the division at 2-6. Catch the action alongside Lieutenant Eric down at Selly's Sports Barn Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road. In other news, the Blue Jays have exercised manager John Schneider's option for the 2026 season, having general manager Ross Atkins adding that there's, quote, the potential of that being longer. There's one game in the association. It's the Suns and Clippers tipping off at 7 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. It's Gager's Red Light District. Up next, I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
You guys have done nothing but crap on him.
Yeah, because he ditched his team. They have crapped on me.
It is a narrative that you guys have twisted to hear what you want to hear in order to disrespect a Tom Gazzola filled with character.
And that's a bit of a stretch, but thank you, guys.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit WJSportstalk.com today.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Joaquin.
You don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night.
Joaquin.
You don't have to wear that dress tonight. Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right.
Joaquin.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Joaquin.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Joaquin. 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 We're back here on EST Afternoons. How you doing today? It's Thursday. It's almost the weekend. You're probably missing some Oilers hockey right now. It's Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Coob in the house as well. Reminder, the afternoon inbox seems like it is working, and it is brought to you by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out their kitchen restaurant Sundays and Mondays. It's 50% off the entire menu from 5 p.m. until close. But right now, it's time for your favorite segment of the week. It's the Red Light District with this guy.
And we're going to do something a little different today on the Red Light District. This is going to be called Real or Fake Movie Edition.
Oh, let's
the
go.
Game show style. Let's meet our contestants here. We're going to need the Coob.
Taking down a pig.
And our first contestant, Zachary Kubish. You call him Coob. I call him whatever I feel like.
Just don't call me late for supper, okay?
Let's welcome Coob to the stage.
Hey!
And to my left, participating, my partner in crime. He may be from Chile, but he's going to make you hot. Hernan Salas. Okay, gentlemen, here's how the game is going to go. This game is called Real or Fake. So I am going to read a famous line, give you multiple choices of the movie that it's from, and you are going to have to name that movie. We've got 10 questions. You better, I don't have a pen to keep score, but keep score at home so you can tell me later.
I'll keep score right here. Hernan, Coop. Okay.
Round number 1. The quote is, "Here's looking at you, kid." Now, what movie is this from? Gone with the Wind?
Oh.
Casablanca? Citizen Kane? Or Rebel Without a Cause?
Casablanca.
We're just going to see if you get it right. We're going to go with both people.
Okay.
Coob?
I'm with it. Here's to you, kid?
Here's looking at you, kid.
Here's looking at you, kid? I'm going to go with Casablanca.
The answer is Casablanca.
Yeah!
One each. All right. Round number 2. This game's going great. The quote is, "You can't win if you don't believe the ending."
Oh, wow. Powerful.
Now, is this real or fake too? So I'm going to give you a list of movies that it could be from, or you could go, that's a fake quote.
Okay.
First one is Rocky Balboa, Any Given Sunday, Coach Carter, or fake quote.
What is it again?
You can't win if you don't believe the ending.
That could be Coach Carter. I feel like that's up there for Coach Carter quote. That's the only one I'd relate it to.
I was going to go Coach Carter too.
So we've got 2 Coach Carters.
Yes.
you both are completely out to lunch because it is a fake, totally made up quote.
I should have known. Come on.
Round number 3. We are tied at 1 apiece. The quote is, I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Is this Heat, Scarface, Goodfellas, The Godfather, or a fake quote?
Godfather.
Let me hear one more time, please.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Godfather.
Final answers?
Yes.
Yes.
It's real and it's fantastic. It's
Yes.
The Godfather.
Let's go.
Who's just copying my answer?
Maybe he should go first. then.
Okay, you go first.
Sure.
I'll go first. This is the first time around here.
Okay.
Round number 4. We're still tied. Quote is, if you build it, the ghosts will cheer.
Oh.
Let me finish the question first, Koo. Before you start answering, I know it comes out of your mouth, but keep it in your head for now. Again, the quote is, if you build it, the ghosts will cheer. Is it The Sandlot?
No.
League of Their Own?
No.
Okay, Coob, just wait till I'm done.
Okay.
Field of Dreams, or is it a fake quote?
It's a fake quote. It's close to the one from Field of Dreams. It's if you build it, they will come, but it's a fake quote.
I agree with Coop.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. The answer is fake. Close, but not quite the real line is as Coob said it. I'm surprised he didn't say it earlier, but if you build it, he will come.
I almost did say it, but you cut me off after I cut you off.
Shh. Let's mute Coob's mic for right now. Round number 5. This is a tight one. Now, this one's pretty easy now, but I don't know. May the force be with you. Is it Star Trek, The Fifth Element, Dune, or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
You don't have Battlestar Galactica on there. No, it's Star Wars. It's Star Wars.
The answer is Star Wars. It's a classic. Good job. I thought we'd catch Hernan there, but no. Round number 6. Gosh, we're still tied 2 apiece. Or are we 3 apiece now? 3 apiece?
3 apiece. 3 apiece.
The quote, sometimes the hardest battles are the ones you fight sitting still. Is it Forrest Gump, The Shawshank Redemption, A Beautiful Mind, or a fake quote?
I've only seen 2 of those movies.
Sometimes the hardest battles are the ones you fight sitting still.
Go ahead, Coop.
Is it Forrest Gump, The Shawshank Redemption, A Beautiful Mind, or a fake quote?
I'm feeling like it's Shawshank, but it could also be fake. Hernan, what do you think?
No, you got to pick.
I got to
pick.
one.
I'm going to go with Shawshank.
He's going Shawshank.
I don't think it's fake, but I haven't seen A Beautiful Mind, so I'm going to say Beautiful Mind.
Beautiful Mind. Both of you are completely wrong.
Damn it!
It is a fake quote. Sounds deep, but completely invented.
Yay!
Okay, this is kind of, I think round 7 is tilting more towards Hernan, so he's going to go first here.
Okay.
The quote is, are you talking to me? The multiple choice, we have Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, The Departed, or Serpio.
You talking to me? You talking to me? It's not Goodfellas. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Again, the quote is, you talking to me? Is it Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, The Departed, or Serpio?
This one's tough.
I've seen Taxi Driver. I love that movie.
I'm going to say Taxi Driver.
I'm going to say Goodfellas.
So we have 1 Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
And 1 Goodfellas. The answer is Taxi Driver! Hernan!
Should have trusted
by a
my
nose here. All right. Hernan 1 up with 3 remaining. Round number 8. Not all heroes wear capes, but most of them need coffee. Is it The Dark Knight, Iron Man 3, The Incredibles, or is it a fake quote?
It's a fake quote.
I'm going to go, it's The Incredibles.
We are tied. It is a fake quote.
Yeah.
Coob is right.
Now the first half of it is a real quote. The second half is not. Yes.
Last 2 rounds here.
Okay.
Round number 9. I believe Hernan might get this one. Say hello to my little friend. Do we have Heat, Carlito's Way, The Godfather Part 2, or Scarface?
Scarface.
Scarface.
You are all right. Scarface is real. And this is it, boys. Round 10.
Oh, boy.
Last question.
Okay, write your answer down. I'll write mine down.
Okay.
And we'll go.
And we'll show your work. Okay. The quote is, life is like hockey, full of rebounds and bad calls. Is it Youngblood, Goon, Slapshot, or a fake quote? Life is like hockey, full of rebounds and bad calls.
Oh,
What'd you write, Coop?
I'll write it bigger so I could show the camera.
Please, showing your answers. Coop, we have
Slapshot.
Slapshot.
I have fake.
Hernan Salas fake, but could probably sell it to Sportsnet. Good job.
fun,
Good
yeah.
job. Nicely done.
Nice.
Nicely done. Thought we'd have a little bit of fun.
That was difficult.
That was great.
Yeah.
I knew them all.
I don't think I've watched any of those hockey movies besides Goon.
I like the last one, making it a hockey one, just to.
I can't believe the last question wasn't an outsider's quote. Yeah. I get it. That was really fun. Hernan wins the first. I don't even know what that's called.
It's real or fake?
Real or fake movie quotes. It's a fun little segment. Next time, maybe I'll go to Dollarama and me and Coop will buy those things where you just.
Oh, just some.
And that way we.
Yeah, and show it.
Because Coop copied my first 3 answers.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah. It's a little unfair.
It's too influenced. Okay.
It's a little unfair. All right.
Hey, great job, Coop. Great job.
Yeah, that was really fun, man. I appreciated that. A portion of this hour brought to you by the CBH. Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brew House. Epic food, killer drinks, and a vibe you can't beat. Plus, get free nachos with their app. Book your party now. The Canadian Brew House. Our house is your house. And, Gager, when did you get those questions ready?
Today.
Oh, that's good. It's really good.
I was thinking what to do on the dog walk today.
Because yet you got creative with like the fake quotes because some of them sounded like I haven't seen Beautiful Mind and I know it's a great movie.
You haven't seen it?
No.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it. It's a
I
true
know.
story.
I know it's with
Crow.
Maximus.
Yeah, Russell Crowe.
Yeah, I just call him Maximus.
Yeah,
Maximus Aurelius.
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Maximus Decimus Aurelius. Such a good movie. Yeah. Well, tomorrow we're gonna have some fun with Zach to the Future.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
All right.
that's good. We should do that like maybe once a month.
What
for Red Light?
Real or fake?
Yeah.
Oh, we can. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Every third Thursday of the month.
Sure.
Every third Thursday, it's real or fake.
I think
if you want to sponsor that, let me know.
I think the audience really enjoyed that.
Good,
too.
good.
Yeah, yeah. And I like how you act. But from now you have to act it out with the real voices. You know what I mean?
No, that'll give it away.
And it's good because
I should have been. I might be able to do a talk or a game show host.
Oh, you're excellent. And it's good because I'm older. Coop's young, so we've watched.
That's
different movies.
That's why I thought it would be good. Like, and try to find movies you both kind of know or whatever. But
yeah, like if you want to get me Star Wars or like superheroes,
that's why I put it in there.
Yeah, those are. But I know like the classic Star Wars. None of the new stuff.
Yeah,
none of the new stuff.
See, yeah, we have a different taste in film. I like the more dramatic kind of thriller ones as well.
He likes the black and white silent ones.
Yeah.
I
guess so. I don't think I've ever watched a black and white movie.
I don't think I have. Well, I saw.
The Outsiders is black and white, isn't it?
No.
You sure?
Nearly.
Yeah, it's
Nearly.
color.
Doesn't it start in black and white?
No.
Some movies.
I think they added color later. I think they did.
It's a classic, though. No one can debate that. No one. All right, coming up in hour 2, Trent Frederic conversation. Tim Hauraney from Nailing the Apex podcast, TSN, will join us to tee up the Brazilian Grand Prix. That's coming up next. We got to get to the screw it. Let's do it parlay. I'm so like not confident right now. I haven't picked a winner and it's been a while.
You must feel like Trent Frederic right now.
I do. I'm the Trent Frederic of EST right now. That's all coming up here on EST Afternoons. Slam that thumbs up. Looks like the inbox is working right now. The River Cree inbox will give it to us there as well. And on the Nasty Chat. We're back. We're at hour 2 on the other side of the break.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
We had Lester the cat. He did the most cat-like thing you can think of. And then, I'm thinking about the Edmonton Oilers. Well, what do? Like, they put on their skates. They're wearing hockey equipment. They go out on the ice and they participate in a National Hockey League game. And they say the right things after the game. Meow. They're doing all the meowing, ain't doing the doing.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Skip the couch and hit the Canadian Brewhouse. Your home for every puck drop, every goal, and every cheer. With ice-cold drinks, massive screens, and the best fans in town. This hockey season, our house is your arena.
Nine games on tap in the NHL. The Blues are healthy, scratching Jordan Kyrou against the Sabres. Kyrou has 8 points in 14 games this season. Kyrou in year 3 of his 8-year contract, worth just over $8 million per season. Elsewhere, the PWHL has unveiled the names of both new franchises. The Seattle Torrent and the Vancouver Golden Knights will round out the league for a total of 8 teams. Season 3 starts on the 21st. For the Jays, manager John Schneider is returning for next season. The club exercising his 2026 option. General manager Ross Atkins adding that there's, quote, the potential of that being longer. Thursday night football action. It's an AFC West matchup. Raiders and Broncos going toe-to-toe. Join Lieutenant Eric at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for 6:15 kickoff. In other news, 24-year-old Dallas Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Nealand was found dead of an apparent suicide after evading authorities in his vehicle and fleeing the scene of an accident on foot, according to Frisco police. And we have one game in the NBA. It's the Clippers and Suns hitting the court at 7 o'clock. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of EST Afternoon starts right now.
What's up, Nasties? How you doing? It's Thursday afternoon. It's gross out there. Gross. It's cloudy. It's windy. It's cold. Snow on the way, Joaquin.
It was fluttering.
Yeah.
This morning.
Yeah, a little bit when I was driving in.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is EST Afternoons live from the William Huff Studios. Of course, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by the good old Play Alberta. We're going to have our Screw It, Let's Do It parlay up there. Hopefully you guys are still riding with us. It's been a while. So we'll see what happens tonight. See what happens. We've got 9 games on tap. I got to hit one here, Joaquin. One.
Probably should.
I have to. As Coob's working on Tim Hauraney. As we're getting ready for the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's nice weather there too in South America. Like November starts transitioning into
yeah?
summer. Yeah.
Well, I guess it would be, right? Yeah. Of course.
So it's going to be really nice. You said there was expected rain?
All 3 days, baby.
Oh, it's a sprint race too. So if you're in our fantasy league, are you going to use your wild card?
Probably.
I think I got one left.
You got one left?
Yeah.
Only one?
Yeah, I used one earlier.
Oh, I've got a few left here. So
I have a few like different wild card tokens or whatever they're called. So I'm going to start using them, and it's just it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun. I think the race is at 10 a.m. on Sunday, which is perfect.
Was it?
I think so. Yes.
I'll look right now.
Yeah. So, hey, hit us up, River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Nasty chat, slam that thumbs up. We're not even at 40, guys and gals.
Let's see. So
it's terrible.
Yeah, the race is they're a good time. So practice 1 starts tomorrow, 7:30. We got the sprint qualifying at 11:30 to 12. And then Saturday, the sprint's at 7 to 8. Qualifying is 11 to 12. And then on Sunday, 10 o'clock.
That's a lot. That's a lot for them, eh?
It is.
Qualifying.
But I like it.
We like it as fans.
I know.
Yeah.
They probably don't like it as much. Good, because, well, I think before they made some adjustments to it where the car, it goes into what they call is like parc ferme, and they couldn't do any adjustments. But I think there's an extra day where they can kind of make some adjustments, even after the sprint race, just to zero it in, right? So
Van Owen says deadline for the fantasy league is the start of the sprint. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. The start of the sprint. So they have sprint, essentially the first thing that happens on the Saturday, just like kind of before. Well, I guess there's free practice.
So you get to set your lineup after the sprint qualifier.
Yeah.
Which is a little unfair, but it is what it is. All right. Joining us now on the Oil Country Towing Hotline is our good buddy Tim Hauraney from Nailing the Apex podcast and TSN. Tim, how you doing, man?
I'm good. Thanks very much, guys, for having me. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys are well. I heard you guys are going to get some snow out there soon.
Yeah, we are. Are you in Brazil?
No, I wish. It'd be like way warmer.
Oh, Tim, you're based out of Toronto. I got to ask you before we get to all the racing fun stuff here. How was the Blue Jays run for you? The city looked awesome. Complete heartbreaking Game 7. But what was your experience like?
Oh, dude, it was super heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm still sort of in that grieving phase, and I'll tell you why. And I went on a deep dive on the Nailing the Apex podcast today, actually, to talk about it. But essentially, when I was a kid, so if you go back to 92, I don't remember that World Series. But if you go to 93, I remember that World Series for some reason. I was in Northern Ontario, and I was with the Scouts, and I was 8 years old, and we were building snow forts to sleep in. And I remember listening to World Series on a transistor radio, man. That's how old I am. And I remember Joe Carter's home run. And I think, from that day, I was a Blue Jays fan. My mom took the front page of the Toronto Star, and she had it laminated. Oh, wow. And to this day, she still has it. She still has the laminated front page Toronto Star, Blue Jays winning the World Series in 1993. And she pulled it out of the basement a couple weeks ago, because she's a huge Blue Jays fan. So is my dad. And I got to tell you, when I would say 2010 all the way through to now, I've actually been super critical of this team, super critical. And I never really believed in the teams they had after 93. And when this season came around, I took a friend of mine who's also an F1 reporter. His name is Nate Saunders.
Yeah.
And he came and stayed with me in Toronto for a week after the Canadian Grand Prix because he'd never been anywhere outside of Montreal. And I was like, dude, like, you got to see Canada. Like, you guys, like, all you guys come here and you never see Canada. I'm like, bro, just come spend a week in Toronto with me. You can stay with me and, like, I'll show you around and whatever. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And so he got here and I took him to a Jays game. And this is back in, like, mid-June, and the team still wasn't, like, doing very well. And I said to him, I'm like, look, man, I'm like, we're going to a Jays game. We got good seats. I'm like, I can't promise you the team's going to win, like, or do well because, like, they're not that great right now. And I'm like, but we'll go have a couple beers and we'll have fun. That night, the Jays had a comeback, and into the bottom of the ninth inning, Barger hit a walk-off home run to win the game. And ever since that game, they went on a massive winning streak. And so Nate became a fan of the Blue Jays. He started buying Blue Jays gear. He watches the games. He stayed up late. He stayed up late, guys, over in Europe watching the games with me. So, like, during the World Series, I was back in Toronto because after the Mexico Grand Prix, I flew back up to Toronto, and I had, like, a lot of the European F1 reporters. They were watching the Blue Jays games with me during the Mariners series because we were in Austin, Texas. And then one game in the World Series, or two games in the World Series because we were down in Mexico. And then when everybody flew back, they all started watching the games.
Oh, that's great.
And so, like, we started a group text, and we're all texting each other. They're up until 4 or 5 in the morning, you know, watching the Jays play in the World Series. And I'm, like, texting back and forth in this massive group chat. It was just so much fun. And you know, the team, obviously, being in Toronto, but Canada's team, it really is. They play with a lot of heart. Just a bunch of dudes off the street is the way I looked at them, going up against, like, you know, corporate America almost.
Tim, yeah, it was so hard to not get wrapped up in it. I understand your grieving phase. I haven't been able. Whenever they come on TV, I change the channel because I don't want to relive it a little bit. But
same thing.
Let's get to Brazil, Tim. So from what it looks like, the weather's not supposed to be great, and it looks like rain each day. How hard would it be for Max to do the exact same thing that he did last year in that Brazilian race?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, look, when I take a look at, you know, this weekend, I still feel that, like, Lando, he's been so consistent lately, and I feel that Norris may be hard to beat here. But when we take a look at Max and what he's capable of doing, if it rains in Brazil, Max Verstappen for the win, I think, because he is so good in wet weather conditions, like, so good. If you remember back to last year's race, that's some of the best driving that I've ever seen that guy do, and that's actually one of the greatest F1 drives I've ever seen. Like, one of. There's been a lot, but that one's in there. In the wet at Brazil, basically solidified his 4th championship there. It was remarkable. And Norris went the other way in that race that weekend. Big part of it was because of the wet weather, even though Norris did start on pole. I think for this weekend, when you look at the momentum that Lando has, and the at one he's become with the car over the last 4 races, and the consistency that he's developed at the start of the weekend, limiting the amount of mistakes he makes because he is prone to making them, and when he does, it usually snowballs. He's been really good at not letting that happen and not letting that affect his weekend. So I think Lando could be tough to beat, but if it rains, I think it's Max Verstappen all day.
Tim, just talking about the McLaren guys, you know, I was listening to your podcast, and I guess there's a little bit of a trust factor with Lando, right? Like, how is he going to screw up? I think everybody's asking the question. And then on the flip side, Oscar Piastri, what's happened to him?
Yeah, that's, you know, I think he's lost a lot of confidence. Over the last 4 races, you go back to Baku, I think it started there. Having the lead in the championship and trying to close it out are two different things. And when you start to concede points to somebody like Max Verstappen, then that's when you start to get into trouble psychologically, because Max has a good way of rattling you. Lando, however, has also played a factor in this, where in Italy at the Italian Grand Prix, when the team ordered Oscar to move over and let Lando take the spot back because the team had messed up on the pit stop and ended up getting undercutted by his own teammate, they ordered him to give that spot back, thus gaining 3 points on his teammate. I think that has a little bit to do with it as well. I don't think that's something that Oscar's really over. And I think for Piastri, he's lost his way with the car a bit. And I think that's affected the confidence. The last 4 races, Mexico as well, actually is a good one to point out, where in Mexico, you really, since you're in altitude, the car slides around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's floating, and it doesn't feel like there's a ton of grip underneath you. And for a driver, sometimes that can really rattle your confidence, because you just don't know what it's going to do, and you don't believe in it because you can't feel the grip. Where Norris really excels at that, Oscar struggles. And over the last week, Piastri's been working pretty hard with engineers, trying to understand what has gone wrong, trying to understand what did he do wrong in Mexico. That qualifying wasn't great. Austin qualifying wasn't great. So he's got some data to go back and really take a deeper dive on what he needs to do. And I think Brazil this weekend is a super crucial weekend for him and for his confidence, because they're going to go to Las Vegas, guys, the next race up.
Yeah.
McLaren is not good at that track. It's a very tough track for them to get a handle of, and it requires a lot of confidence from the driver. And if Oscar can't come away with, I think, a positive weekend for himself, where he feels at one with the car a lot more, then I think this championship could be over for him.
Tim, I was watching it was an interview a few weeks ago with Lewis Hamilton. He was posed the question, what do you prefer, what situation you prefer, being the hunter or the hunted? Now, with Max, I think he's just ravenous, so you don't have to worry about him. But now you do have a point difference. Lando's overtaken the lead. Does that, and Lewis had said how he preferred to actually be the hunter, because you can put pressure on whoever's ahead of you. Being the hunted, you're always kind of looking over your shoulder. But does this help Oscar, do you think, in a sense that now he's not the leader, he's hunting the guy in front, although it be 1 point? Does this change his mindset as a driver at all?
It's a good question, and I think we're going to learn that over the next 4 races, because if you look at when Oscar took over the lead in this Drivers' Championship, I believe it was Saudi Arabia, I think it was about 4 races into the season, Oscar took the lead and then held on to it up until last time out, right? So if you're a driver and you've held on to the lead for that long, chances of you having that confidence when you're leading and closing it out are pretty high. It has gone in the opposite direction for himself, where if you see someone like Max Verstappen and he gets the lead in a championship, he doesn't let it go.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you also see Max Verstappen and he's hunting, he also is going to get it. So he can do it both of 2 ways. And for a driver, that's something you need to learn. And it takes a long time. For Oscar, we've seen him actually dwindle away championship leads and almost lose championships. If you go back to this time when he was in Formula 3, that's exactly what happened there. And he just held on to win that Formula 3 championship. And so for this weekend, that's why I just stress it's so important, I think, for him to just get the confidence back within the car. Start there. And then if you need to do some hunting, go for it. Or maybe he was able to get back, that 1 point that he's trailing Lando in the championship, and that could actually catapult him back onto the path to which he had like floundered. So I think it's going to be interesting for us to learn what type of a driver Oscar is in these situations, because every time I talk to Andre Stella, and I would say even in Mexico, where I talked to him quite a few times actually in Mexico, one of the things he kept saying and reminding me of is like, hey, this is only Oscar's third season. Like, and he kept saying that, and he kept saying that, and he kept saying that. And eventually it was to the point where it's like, okay, he's actually saying this because he's saying he's still a young driver and he's got a lot to learn. He's just not saying it, right? He's just saying it as in the fact that, hey, he's only in his third season. Let's give him some time. So I think this weekend's going to be extremely important for him. We'll see what his bounce back is like. Me in particular, as a racing driver, I always loved doing the hunting. Always loved it. Was always my strong suit.
Tim Hauraney, F1 IndyCar Insider, Nailing the Apex podcast, also does work for TSN. I have a question from one of our listeners, big racing fan. He says, ask Hauraney if he thinks High Tech will sit Beganovic in favor of Herda for the last two F2 events.
That's a really great question. So I've been told that Colton Herta will not be racing in F2 this year.
Okay.
And that is from a very good source. He will, however, be racing in Formula 2 with High Tech next season. His testing got kicked off, I believe it was 2 weeks ago now. He had done some testing that kind of was off the radar in an old Formula 2 car. I think that's just to help him get a better understanding what an F2 car feels like, what the tires are like. But for Colton, yeah, he's not going to be racing anymore. He's not going to be racing at all in Formula 2 this season. That's obviously left up to next year, which I'm really excited to see. I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, and Tim, I was listening to your podcast. You were doing it from the airport in Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Was it Kimmy who you saw walking, and then everybody kind of flooded him?
Yeah. So I was in. So really strange too. I was in one of their newer terminals. I think it was in Terminal 2, and my flight was leaving at like midnight. I was on a red eye back to Toronto, and Adam and I are taping our podcast. It's around 10 p.m. And the section of the airport that I'm at the gate where I'm supposed to be flying out of, and there's nobody around, like nobody. And all of a sudden, I'm doing a podcast, and Kimmy Antonelli like walks right by me, surrounded by a group of people that just wanted his autograph, and he had his hoodie on, and his hoodie was up, so he was trying to like hide himself, so no one could notice who he was. So he literally was then started fast walking towards his gate because he had a trail of people chasing after him. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh. Poor kid, but hey, man, he's famous, and that's not going to stop. So,
no, not at all.
Tim, great stuff as always, my friend. Enjoy the race this weekend, and I'm sure we'll chat again.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me. Really appreciate it, and have a good weekend. Okay.
All right, you too, man. That's Tim Hauraney, TSN, Nailing the Apex podcast. He's the F1 IndyCar Inside. He's great. So if it rains, load up on Max. He's good for my fantasy team, but I can't stand him.
Why? He's not growing on you?
No. You know who's growing on me? Ollie.
Betterman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's becoming one of my faves.
He's good, man.
Colapinto's like...
He's falling off there. It's too bad.
I don't like Ferrari. George is weird. I feel like a lot of guys don't like him.
Well, I like George up to the point I hear him on the radio. You know? But I enjoy, I like him driving. I think he's got a unique skill set where if that Mercedes is a little bit better, if that car is better, I think that I'd love to see George in a better machinery.
100%.
Because he would chat. He's like Max in a sense where he doesn't care. Like he'll be a friend off, but once the helmet goes on, he's a different beast.
Oh yeah. Hey, Afternoon Inbox presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out Tat 25 Restaurant where the entire menu is 50% off. That's 7 days a week. from 2 to 5 p.m. And big shout out to Tim Hauraney, who joined us on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. On the other side of the break, we talk a little Trent Frederic of your Edmonton Oilers. Here's Coob with your sports update.
NHL action. The Devils and Canadiens match up. The Senators and Bruins play while Buffalo plays host to St. Louis, having Jordan Kyrou of the Blues as a healthy scratch tonight. The 27-year-old has 8 points in 14 games this season in year 3 of an 8-year contract. Out west, it's the two new PWHL franchises unveiling their name and logo. The Seattle Torrent and the Vancouver Golden Knights will play their inaugural game head-to-head to open the season on the 21st. From Denver, the Raiders and Broncos kick off. Raiders last in the AFC West at 2-6. The Broncos hold top spot at 7-2 on a 6-game heater. Swing by Sally Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road to join Lieutenant Eric for 6:15 kickoff. In other news, 24-year-old Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Nealand was found dead of an apparent suicide after evading authorities in his vehicle and fleeing the scene of an accident on foot, according to Frisco police. Elsewhere, there's just one game in the NBA. The Clippers facing the Suns at 7 o'clock. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. Some Oilers conversation on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Lock Shop.
What did you make of Ryan Dinwiddie going to the Ottawa Red Blacks?
Dinwiddie going to the Red Blacks is wild. And the fact that he went, said what he wanted, made a deal, and didn't go back to the Argos, I think tells you all you need to know about where the Argos are right now in the CFL. To put it simply, they are a second-tier team and operation in the Canadian Football League. And Ryan Dinwiddie wants to go to a place that he's supported, that the team is respected.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
What a ride it was. The Blue Jays have made our whole country proud. Sentinel Storage is honored to stand with Canada's team every step of the way. Thank you, Blue Jays. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
We're back. EST Afternoons coming up at 3. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne. They'll have handsome Luke Gazdick on.
Old blue eyes.
Old blue eyes. So don't go anywhere. Keep it locked here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Gaz has some really good insight. He does. With the Oilers stuff. And he's great on the broadcast.
He's truly awesome. He's been quite the addition. That's awesome. Good for him, man. Good for him to find a career after hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember he started a podcast when he was done. And he was having, good hockey content and stuff in there. And then I think he got on, oh, you want to go do Sportsnet? It might have been, was it during COVID too? I can't remember. But then, when he was good, man. Good for him.
Jen says, I can't wait for my hubby to be a guest on your show after he wins your fantasy league. Did we offer a guest on the show?
We might have. We'll have to check the tape.
Yeah, I'll have to go back on. I don't think I remember that. And then he's kicked out.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah.
Hey, if any nasties want to join next year, we're kicking out the Dusties of the world that don't check their teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to allow more nasties into the F1 league.
We might have to just rent the speeders and have the nasties race for spots.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. And me and you just do play-by-play.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
We might have to do that, actually.
Hopefully it's in the budget.
Yeah, because they go do a lap and it's like qualifying.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Who can do the fastest lap and you're in.
Oh man, that would be great. That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. Just 5 nasties.
Whatever. Yeah. We'll see how many spots and then see how many nasties we can get in there. And then...
But you have to pay your own way. No. Okay. For Inside the Numbers for Play Alberta, we're going to talk some Trent Frederic. I've seen a lot online. People... Listen, we've been harsh on him. He hasn't been good enough. That's our opinion. I've seen other people making excuses for him. A lot of people, it's early. Joaquin, right now, in 15 games played, okay, he has 46 hits, which is the second on the team. It kind of surprises me because I don't notice it a lot. I don't. He has 1 goal. 0 assists. He's a -3. He's 9th for time on ice for forwards. 9th. So he's playing top 9 minutes. Fair enough. I'm going to throw a couple things at you, and I want to hear what you have to say. Is it a lot of people are bringing up his injury that he's not healthy. Are you buying that?
A little bit, but not to the point where it's an excuse.
Okay.
Like I can understand it probably still doesn't feel right, but it's good enough to find a way to contribute a little bit more.
He looks more mobile than he did in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you prefer him to play center or wing on this team?
Ooh, well, I mean, he's been injected into different parts of the lineup, right? If he's up there on playing with Leon and Connor, obviously the wing is where you'd most want him to play. But in a third line role, I think he can play center.
Okay, but do you see him better at wing or at center?
Center.
Okay, you think he's more involved?
Well. Maybe that's because he plays wing most of the time though, doesn't he? Right?
He's been back and forth. Where is he now? Let's look. Because I think he's centering he's on the wing with Enrique and Savoy.
So maybe that's part because centers have to move around a lot.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe the reason why you see him on wing, like he has been on the wing more. It's just because you don't have to skate as much compared to a center.
No, that's a very good point too. Okay. With Trent Frederic, he started the year on the top line, right?
Mm-hmm.
He got a game and a half before he's taken off.
Yep.
Some people are making an excuse that they put him in a role not to succeed, but it was less than 2 games, Joaquin.
It's a little more than 2. Is it just 2? I know it was 2.
Yeah. And then he got pulled off and he's in the...
He had some good chances though. He did have
second game.
Second game, he probably had 3 chances to score, right? Didn't go in. Victim of some good saves too, I would say. But, we've been talking about the Stanley Cup hangover. These guys don't look interested. Maddie referred to it as, the appetizers came up but no one's hungry. They just want the main course, right?
But that's not for him, though.
But kind of in a sense that, I mean, I don't see the same sort. Like, look back at Connor Brown. You know how we were saying, could Trent Frederic be Connor Brown 2.0? Could he just go through the same thing all year and not be that productive offensively, and then get to the playoffs and then become a force?
Okay, but that first year of Connor Brown, can we at least say he was playing well? He was just snake bitten, like he could not.
Yeah, he couldn't score.
Yeah,
but he was contributing in a lot of other ways. He was blocking shots.
Yeah.
He was doing everything on the penalty kill, making big plays. Like, he played a very honest hockey game. Like, he was finishing checks. Like, he didn't take a shift off by any means, right?
And he was really good, like you said, on the kill. Where Frederic's not playing power play, he's not playing PK. Like, he's got like the next, because we keep saying it's early. It's only 15 games. Well, how much more games do we have to give this guy before he makes an impact on a game?
Has Trent Frederic ever killed penalties?
I don't
know if he did.
Were we sold the wrong goods when Trent Frederic came over here?
The old snake oil salesman.
Or maybe it was a misconception by us, Joaquin, that he was a different player in Boston.
Could be that.
Because every time, I'll be honest, I don't watch a lot of Boston Bruins games unless they're playing Oilers or Calgary, right? Because it's on TV here. But every time I saw a highlight of Trent Frederic, he was fighting, he was laying out a big hit, and he was shipping in offensively.
Yeah,
I haven't seen none of that.
Yeah, that was kind of his promotional reel when he got to Edmonton. All we saw were all these great highlights of Frederic fighting, scoring, and hitting guys. So.
And then Bowman said, we signed him to an 8-year deal because he's kind of a unique player. But what uniqueness has he brought to this team? And yes, it's fair. It's only 15 games, but come on, guys. Like, didn't Burnside just say, like, when does it start getting late?
Yeah. And there's something to it a little bit. You'll hear people say, guys, that they signed big new contracts. They feel like they have to do tons to warrant the signing. And I know he was here last year, but really he only played playoffs, although he was here longer. He didn't play for 2.5 months when he got here, right? He was injured. So this is really the first time that he's been with the team, kind of just somewhat like, remember Henrique?
Yeah.
Like after the playoff run, last year, he struggled. Yeah. He struggled, man. So I think there could be a little bit, and I don't want to I know it sounds like I'm making excuses for the guy, but maybe there is a little bit of trying to find his way on this team and where his role actually is. And it might take a little bit more time to feel settled. Because
for me, if you're not going to, and listen, this is not a big producing player. Like he has 18 goals, but I mean, I think fans, if he scored 10 to 15, I think we'd be happy. Because he's going to play usually in the bottom 6, no special teams. That's fine.
Well, I think he kind of needs to get this team into a wild card or a playoff spot, right? You're going to need him to contribute offensively.
Like Bowman and Knobloch can sit here until we're blue in the face and tell us they're fine with him. They cannot be happy with 1 point in 15 games. They cannot.
Probably not.
Because for me, it's very simple for Trent Frederic, Joaquin. I'm not scoring. I'm not getting my points. I got to muck it up. Because Chad Jenkins says kind of a Kane replacement. He's not even close to what Evander Kane brought to it.
I mean, there were some blemishes with Vander Kane too. I always hated when he went behind the net and just tossed it out front to the hope pass, and
the bad penalty.
Although it seems to be working against the Oilers, which is funny. But no, I think he would. Well, I mean, what would you like to see him do? Like it's Saturday against the Colorado Avalanche. What do you want to see Trent Frederic do to not completely change your mind, but to start? Oh, okay. I can see something there.
2 things. Become a menace. Become Evander Kane, Corey Perry. Become a weasel. Become a worm. Become whatever you want to call it. Become annoying. Become that player that the Oilers are missing so desperately with the departure of those 2 guys. Mm-hmm. Seriously. Number 2, how about next time he's coming down the wing with the puck, just drive the damn net. Where there's too many pull-ups, too many U-turns with all his forward. Trent Frederic, it's so easy for him. All he has to do is muck it up and go to the net. That's all he has to do. And I think Oilers fans would be like, hey, at least he's dragging his team into it. He's going to the net. whether he takes a penalty or not, Joaquin, I don't care. But that's the only way because he's not scoring. He's not a playmaker. He's not on the PK. He's not on the power play. So how can Trent Frederic become valuable to this team? It's becoming 2.0 Corey Perry, Evander Kane split.
Yeah, but I'd like to see him do. I don't hate the contract. Tell you the truth.
Okay,
it's 3.8. You're almost paying Jack Campbell more. All right, so
okay. I just said I want him to be more Evander Kane, more. But you know what, Gager? The interesting question is maybe that's just not who he is.
Could be.
Right?
And maybe he's one of those guys that needs someone, he needs to play against Evander Kane to be the Trent Frederic, right? Maybe he needs the antagonist.
Yeah. But it's like I've been thinking about this, like, again, a misconception by us, maybe. He's not that player.
I was hoping that he was kind of like Tom Wilson.
Oh.
Just scary. A scary guy to play against. That can play in your top six, and he'll run you over. He'll yap at you. He'll drive the net and be scary and say, "What are you going to do about it?" Right? When do you? I hated when guys did this, but why can't Trent Frederic go do something on the ice? Someone gets in his face, and you see him mouth the words, "What are you going to do about it?" And they go, "Absolutely nothing. I'm not touching."
Because he's a big boy, and I've seen him fight with Boston.
A great fighter.
Deskra says Corey Perry won the Hart. You're not getting what I'm saying. Again, I did not say I need him to be Corey Perry, the Hart. Corey Perry, who was
we didn't have Corey Perry, the Hart Trophy guy.
I'm talking about the worm part, the being a little weasel, pissing off the other team. That's what I'm talking about. Same with Evander Kane. What did Evander Kane do? Well, he got in on the forecheck. He was always in front of the goalie when the goalie made a save, mucking it up. How many guys
from behind?
Like they were mucking it up. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I want him to be Corey Perry Hart Trophy winner. That's not realistic. But if he's not scoring, guys, and he's not producing points, what can he do to help this team? And it's mucking it up, going to the net.
And Trev, obviously not going to the gym today, is third ranking on the Nasty Chat here. Frederic is scary. I'm scared when he's on the ice. Oh, Trev. Jesus. 15 milligrams in, hey, Trev?
Oh, boy. Lay off the booze, buddy. Save it for tomorrow. So good. What do you want to see from Frederic if he's not producing? And I don't think anyone thought he was going to produce enormous numbers here. I thought everybody would be happy with anywhere from 15 to 20 goals and then maybe the same amount of assists, 30-point guy. That right now, that's not going to happen.
I would just say, I wouldn't even say that. I would just say double-digit goals. If he can get to double-digit goals, solid.
So let's see what the next 15 games bring us, Gager. Sure. I think he'll have more than 1 point.
Ooh. Yeah, well, and according to your theory, he's due.
Boldy's due, too. Hey, you know what's bold? Or screw it, let's do a parlay. That's coming up next here. Gazzola says, whoa, leather daddy.
You know what happens when I'm wearing leather, Tommy.
How many games has Frederic cost the Oilers? That's not the point here, Smitty the Welder. He signed an 8-year deal, 3.85. He's going to be here. He's got to contribute some way. Yes, the Oilers are not losing because of Frederic. They ain't winning because of him either. He's got to produce some way. He's got to bring something to the table, and he hasn't so far. I get what you're saying. Yes, we're looking at the big dogs of the Oilers 100%. But Frederic, if it was a 2-year deal, I wouldn't even be talking about him. It's an 8-year deal because he had a unique skill set, and we have yet to see that. That's the only point I'm making. All right, screw it. Let's do a parlay. Coming up next here on EST Afternoon. Slam that thumbs up. Hit us up, River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. And an SD chat.
Nine games in the NHL. Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin matchup when the Penguins and Capitals face off at 5:30. Elsewhere, Vegas plays host to Tampa Bay while the Kings and Panthers duke it out. Around the league, the Blues are healthy, scratching Jordan Kyrou. tonight against the Sabres. And for the Jays, John Schneider, manager of the team, is officially returning for next season. The club exercising his 2026 option. Other Jays news, Don Mattingly has stepped away from the club, with the 64-year-old spending the last 3 seasons with the franchise as the team's bench coach. Thursday Night Football, it's an AFC West matchup. Raiders and Broncos going toe-to-toe. Join Lieutenant Eric down at Sally's Sports Bar and Lounge at Century Casino on Fort Road for 6:15 kickoff. Meanwhile, 24-year-old Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Nealand was found dead of an apparent suicide after evading authorities in his vehicle after fleeing the scene of an accident on foot, according to Frisco police. And there's one game in the NBA. Clippers and Suns hit the court at 7 o'clock. The Screw It, Let's Do It parlay is up next. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including international U2 tribute band, Desire, November 14th. Performing decades of U2's greatest hits, it's Desire, November 14th at the River Cree. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
All right, we're back here. Final segment. Reed Wilkins, J Mail coming up from 3 to 6. A lot of people upset about the Frederic talk. It's okay. It's going to be okay. We can all have different opinions. That's what sports talk is for.
That's right.
And we're very excited about our next year's Fantasy F1 League because, you're going to have to race. What's your qualifying time going to be?
I got to go talk to the guys at the mall there, see if we can do a cross-promotional thing.
That'd be great. Or we can set up Mario Kart here and they got to race in Mario Kart.
No, I want them.
You want them qualifying?
I want them qualifying.
So is it going to be qualifying only or qualifying in the race?
I don't know how many spots we're going to have available. We'll have to find that out. But I want everyone... Like I say, if there's 10 spots, we go do the show from there, and
that'd be amazing.
And that's qualifying.
Okay.
We might even have a Q1, Q2, Q3, right?
Who would be in? Are you interested?
Yeah, let's see who would be interested in trying to qualify. I think even the only guy that's in is whoever wins for next year. And then everyone else has to qualify.
Oh, that'd be great. Just doing our show and watching them.
And then we can do interviews. We can be like,
how'd you feel?
Jensen Button.
And then we get a fight maybe? Two nasties.
Might even be able to get Dan and Patrick at this point.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Okay. Let's go. It's time for
Screw It. Let's do it.
Who wants to go first?
Jack Eichel point.
Who are they playing?
Yeah, I'm not going to go out of the box on this one. Props to Benny for picking Connor Bedard, scoring in his hometown against Vancouver. That was an awesome pick. I'm just going to go simple and go Sidney Crosby point. It's 99th time Ovi and Crosby are matching up in their careers. And Sidney Crosby has been on a heater. Most consistent player of all time. He's going to get on the board tonight.
Good one.
I'm going to go Jack Hughes point.
What is this going to be, like a plus 200?
Yeah, it's going to be.
Hey,
I'll go Boldy goal.
No.
He's cold as
do we
ice.
need Maddie in here? Well, isn't that a Trooper song?
Maddie's
cold as ice.
Cold as ice.
Yeah, but see,
willing to sacrifice my love.
With this bet, there's not a lot of money.
He's willing to sacrifice a parlay.
Hey,
Okay.
baby steps here.
Let's get back on the winning side.
Exactly.
Got to get back on the wagon.
That's how you get hot. It's not that you're due. It's you have to build. You're like a Trent Frederic right now.
You got to give him one of the fake quotes he had.
Am I the
right now.
Trent Frederic of betting? I bring nothing to the table right now.
Yeah, 1 for 15. No, it's not that.
Don't pick guys that are due, Hernan. But he is due. If Boldy scores tonight, I'm going to be pissed.
Norman a combine's in for racing.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Do you know F1, Norm? I will get a Boldy anytime goal has its own bet, Iwanik.
I might want to change mine.
Nope.
No.
Okay, so here it is. Eichel point, Crosby point, Jack Hughes point. So we're going big. We're going with the big boys today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Going with the big boys.
Now
Who's riding with us?
I'm riding. The one day, though, Hernan hits, one of us are going to miss.
Yeah, you're not wrong, man.
That'd be funny if you hit and then the other ones don't.
Hey, if we didn't have bad luck, we wouldn't have luck at all.
Sid, I can see Sid getting one, and it's a rivalry game. Vegas, LA. You know, I can see Eichel getting at least a point now. He's got 19 points on the year.
He's on Fuego?
Yeah.
Eichel's great. And they've kind of hit a little bit of a snag, but they're going to bounce back because Tampa's not that good this year.
No.
Oh,
I mean, what did I say? I mean, Tampa.
Good text before we go. Frederic used to feed off Marchand the leadership and rat energy. He doesn't get that here.
See, does he need the antagonist on his own team to get
him going?
Yeah.
Like he's like the number 2.
Where's Evander Kane?
Evander Kane.
I know.
Yeah. It's a good text. I thought Mangiapane was supposed to be an annoyance, and I don't see that either.
You can see it because guys after whistles are looking to like smack him and whack him. Like he is dirty. But
I just think people felt like he was a lot more greasier.
you know what? The one thing I hate about the Oilers is when there is a scrum, everyone like skates around like they don't like, and they don't look and they don't want to see it, so they don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't look.
Like
Don't
how
look.
many times
Who else
do you
is-
see
yeah.
one guy standing there and 4 of the other team's players are around him? Like that's terrible. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. They need swagger like Gager.
Yeah, that leather jacket is amazing.
Thanks, Coop.
Yeah. Okay.
Trevor's all over it.
Slam that thumbs up before we go. We got to go in like 30 seconds here. 30. If the F stands for farming, I'm in.
Farming one.
I'm honestly like super stoked for that. So it'd be in February.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
February,
that's when-
March, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, because when does this? Oh, it starts in March.
March
Sorry.
starts into March.
I
Usually.
was so excited though for the F1 fantasy season, and then it came around and it was like 4 weeks in, and I used all my
you used them
tokens.
I think you and I are the only ESTers that are still making lineup changes.
Some bad lucks. Bad lucks.
Because I know my nephew's still making his line changes,
Yeah.
and our 2 nasties are.
Yeah.
And everybody else has not.
Oh, well.
Oh, Maddie says, I have asked for the Boldy 1 goal as its own bet. The Hernan Salas he's due bet. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Hey, tomorrow we'll tee up Colorado Avalanche, Edmonton Oilers with Evan Rawal. And we'll also talk CFL. We got to talk about Dinwiddie. We got to talk about the 2 big games this weekend. Jeff Hamilton from the Winnipeg Free Press will join us. We'll have Zach to the future, and we want to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the thumbs up. Enjoy the rest of this day. We love ya. Go see Lieutenant Eric. Chowders.
Dun, da, da, da.